You're already in position when the call comes in, a single vibration in your pocket, no ringtone, no name. Change of target. No explanation follows. It never does. You stay still on the 6th floor ledge, concrete under your boots. The air carries dust and engine smoke. Your scope is already calibrated, 312 meters, crosswind at 9 kilometers per hour. The original target exits on schedule. He no longer matters. You shift 2 degrees left. The new target is unknown. There is no time to question. This is how it begins. You started below all of this, not with a weapon, but with observation. A chair in a room fixed at 18 degrees Celsius, no windows, just a screen and headphones pressing against your ears. You watched people for hours, walking patterns, hand movements, exit routes. You logged everything, time stamps, repetition, deviations. No one explained why. After 3 months, instructions became shorter. After 6, they stopped speaking to you entirely. Commands arrived as numbers, coordinates, durations. At 9 months, they moved you underground. Concrete walls. A table bolted to the floor. A disassembled rifle placed in front of you without instruction. You understood what was expected. By the end of the week, you could assemble it in 42 seconds. Blindfolded, no one acknowledged it. Your first assignment wasn't to kill. It was proximity. You stood across a street for 6 hours without shifting your stance, breathing slow, eyes fixed, recording entry and exit cycles. You submitted your report. It came back marked, not wrong, just incomplete. You adjusted. Assignments extended, 12 hours 18, sometimes 2 days without sleep. You learned to control your pulse, ignore discomfort, remove hesitation. After 1 year, you were allowed to carry. After 2, you were allowed to act, but only on command. The first time there was a delay, less than a second. It was noted. You were called back, recalibrated. You wait for confirmation, not feeling. After that, your actions became precise. Promotions came quietly. More access, less supervision, no recognition, only expectation. By the 4th year, you understood the system. There are no names, only roles. Handlers rotate every 90 days. Communication windows last no more than 30 seconds. Dead drops are checked every 48 hours. Payment is exact, routed through layers, never traceable. Mistakes are recorded but never discussed. Patterns matter more than incidents. You learn creative compliance. Orders are absolute, but execution adapts. The result must always align. You begin tracking yourself in numbers, distance, wind, time to action, exit duration. At 500 meters, your margin of error increases by 0.7%. At a heart rate above 90, your stability drops. At night, visibility improves, but unpredictability rises. You stop seeing people. You see variables, measurable, replaceable. Time passes without clear markers. You stop counting years. You count operations. Relationships fade without conflict. Messages go unanswered. Calls shorten, then disappear. You don't notice when it happens. Sleep comes in controlled intervals. 90 minutes, sometimes 120, always light, always alert. You eat when necessary, not when hungry. Mirrors lose meaning. You avoid them anyway. Silence becomes preferred, not for comfort, but for clarity. Your name feels unfamiliar when you hear it. You respond slower each time. There is no moment where you change. It happens gradually. Efficiently, you remove anything that interferes with performance. Emotion becomes interference. Memory becomes excess weight. The call still lingers. Change of target. You locate him. His movements don't match the pattern. He pauses where he shouldn't, looks around too often. Your calculations don't align. For the first time in years, uncertainty isn't external. It's inside you. You wait for confirmation. Nothing comes. The window narrows. Seconds stretch longer than they should. You understand the decision. Act without certainty or fail the system. Your finger rests on the trigger, steady, controlled, but something shifts. Not hesitation, not fear, recognition. The system doesn't correct errors, it absorbs them, and you are part of that margin. Replaceable. Disposable. You act not because you're certain, but because you were shaped to. Years later, there is no exit. Assignments simply stop. Access reduces, then disappears. Accounts close. Contacts go silent. You are not debriefed. You are phased out. The world you return to has continued without you. Nothing waits. Nothing acknowledges. You try to reconnect to routine, to people, to something stable. It doesn't hold. You still measure distance when you walk. Still map exits in every room. Still wake in intervals. The system hasn't left you. It just no longer needs you. Somewhere, someone sits in a room at 18 degrees Celsius, watching, logging, learning patterns. At 9 months, they will be moved. At 1 year, trusted. At 4, they will understand. And one day, they will stand where you stood, waiting for a CCE.